You know, Georges Laraque recently was talking about a Montreal Canadiens and Ottawa Senators potential rumor that might happen soon. Now, there has been a little bit of drama around Xhekaj, that he's been in and out of the lineup, and Martin St. Louis has been giving him, his 2 cents, which again, coaches do all the time, so whatever. I've actually been a pretty big Xhekaj fan. Like, I know he doesn't play a lot, but he's a defenseman. He's got some size. He's pretty gritty. And he's got a pretty cool name. So, but anyways, this trade rumor sees him going to the Ottawa Senators, which might make a lot of sense. They could use another blue liner, and they probably wouldn't. He wouldn't probably go out of the lineup a lot, right? Because the Ottawa Senators do have a lot more space for him. They could probably give him more minutes. I am not necessarily convinced that Xhekaj... I'm not necessarily convinced that he can play much more. Like, for example, if you look at his time on ice, he plays about 15 minutes. I mean, that is solidified bottom pair minutes. There's really no evidence that he's been anything more but a bottom pair defenseman at this point in his career. Relatively low point totals. But honestly, he is a kind of a sneaky, gritty player. And I know Montreal Canadiens every fan base loves that. Like, the NHL is getting more soft, but every fan base loves tough players. Like, let's be real. And this isn't just coming from me. Stu Cowan, a Habs insider, was talking about how Xhekaj is on a short leash with Martin St. Louis. Now, the problem is, when you have a player that is a bottom pair guy, they're always going to be on a shorter leash, right? Like, you even see with the Leafs guys with, like, Liljegren and guys like that, like, they're all going to be on short leashes. They're all going to be on, if you make a mistake. If you're not a high-end impact guy, you're going to be on a bit of a shorter leash. And I know guys like that hate it, but a lot of guys in the NHL think that they can play a lot higher than they actually can. And, this does actually make a lot of sense, because I know the Ottawa Senators owner did like Xhekaj's rugged style when he played for the Bulldogs, I believe he played for. So, this might make some sense here, right? The thing is, though, is I don't really know if they're going to get a player that's going to be able to play that high up the lineup, though. Like, you have to understand that Xhekaj just kind of is what he is. You ain't getting a power play guy. You ain't getting a 40-point, 50-point guy. You're not getting a super strong two-way guy. Although, you never know. Sometimes players do just play higher than you think, and they actually are able to kind of come out of their shell a little bit. But I don't know about that. The Montreal Canadiens probably do need more roster space for, like, Reinbacher and Gooley, and they have some pretty good young defensemen, also Lane Hudson, so they're going to need more space, and if they're not getting what they want out of Xhekaj, he's going to be very quickly out the door. Listen, do I think that Montreal is going to make the playoffs this year? Probably not. I don't think Ottawa is either. Although the Atlantic has been, like, way up in the air. We've had Boston that's struggled. Toronto has been kind of sputtering and 500. I don't know what the hell is going on with them. So these teams are probably just thinking, hey, if we can grab a player that we like, why not? I'm really hoping to see something bigger than this, though. I don't want to have to wait that long, but unfortunately we're probably going to have to wait till the trade deadline, and I really do think that we're going to see some pretty sizable trades probably later on in the season around the trade deadline. I have a feeling we're going to see some monster trades, or maybe that's just me trying to spread conspiracy theories because I love trades so much. At the end of the day, Montreal probably just wants to trade Xhekaj because they have young guys coming up. That's the reality. He's going to be on a short leash. There are some things that I obviously, as a fan of physical hockey, absolutely love. But it is what it is, right? Anyways, I am going to leave this video there on the Montreal Canadiens and Ottawa Senators potential trade rumors. If you guys could like, comment, and subscribe, I would really appreciate that. And have a great day, guys. Goodbye.